In this episode, we'll talk about XRP's bull run, price forecasts, and charts. With the addition of major banks, Ripple's website now offers everything you need. This is a massive deal because Ripple has two new partners. Put yourself in the shoes of the nay. It was a negative NAS, right? Claiming completely out of left field that banks will never utilize XRP. Who was mistaken, you inquire? We persistently disprove these ludicrous and ridiculous assertions made by these Twitter users who are against Ripple and XRP. Never forget that you may get started in the right way straight away if you do your own research. We should jump right into our discussion because there is a lot to cover. I would like to jump straight in. 62537 Bitcoin. Despite a 2.33% daily decline, still displays some life on the 1-hour chart. The current price of Ethereum is $2,633. It is not accessible at the moment, while XRP is trading at 58 cents on the main lane and trying to get back up to 59 cents. USDT and USDC remain pegged to the dollar. Even if there was a 1.5% decline yesterday, there is still activity on the hourly chart. It's the best we can do at 29%. Although it may not seem like much, people are like a heartbeat. As a whole, things are beating at the moment. In terms of valuation, cryptocurrencies are worth $2.2 trillion. The XRP ledger for like the 2nd or 14th week of this month or something, it's insane, folks, and you got to know about it. The elderly, both male and female. On September 9th, our token will be listed on the exchange. Of those who purchased it before then, you will receive a bonus or redrop. I believe there are about 6 or 7 of each remaining. All tokens will be sent to you, regardless of whether they sell out or not, because they are each worth 3 points. One receives $5,000 and two get $15,000 or more. The amount of XRP returned to you is 3 times that of the following person. Everyone, you just have to keep going and not waste any more tokens. The bull's optimism is still high, and the fight above 60 cents is going strong, all because of XRP. It says that XRP is having trouble breaking out of its narrow range at 60 cents, with 58 cents serving as support and 61 cents as resistance. Having said that, the 61st hurdle isn't particularly high. If we both agree, I will tell you the truth. We could move to 6,566 in an instant, but it's not going to happen. Despite a lack of clear direction and a single bullish trend, XRP is presently trading above key moving averages. If XRP breaks over 61 cents, its price might go as high as 66, but if it falls below the support level, it might vanish altogether, reaching as low as 50 cents. You see, I've been saying this for a while. I've been passionately advocating for this. We seem to be in a chop zone, in my opinion. We haven't spent an excessive amount of time down there. However, the chop is generally between 53 and 62 degrees, I think. When you reach the peak of your chop and signal it to nearly 65, that's when it all ends. The space in between is empty. People say that XRP is crashing whenever we crash. We can reduce it to zero by chopping up humans. Rejoice when we see charts that indicate a $20 gain in the space of a night. Plus, I've had 7 years of experience playing. Put it out of your mind and let me figure it out. We need to shatter the 75-cent mark before we can make any significant headway. Trust me, it's a piece of cake. Yes, 75 is the correct answer, not 65, throughout both live concerts. And Target broadcast this year, I will have made it crystal clear that I am seeking 75s. No doubt you consider me insane. It is clear to me. Those rankings don't interest me. Doing this is a breeze. We will have a fantastic 20.25 if we can surpass 75 cents. We were able to accomplish an outstanding 20.25, meeting the simple requirement of surpassing 75. Even if it falls through, we will still have a respectable 20 to 25. We may be looking at a 3 or 6 at the very least, though I really hope that's not the case. Still, $6 will be our very minimum aim if we go over 75 and arrive at this potential breakout in the bullish trend. Currently holding at around 59 cents, a break of this level would likely reveal 64 as resistance, and a subsequent rise to 96 could be on the horizon. Without a doubt, we must surpass 66, so let's not rush things. The next step is to break through 75. If we can't, we could see a surge up there. That is the unfortunate outcome that occurs when a currency trades in a range of 0 to 1 for 7 years. What XRP has done is disappear. 2 major points of resistance that must be overcome are 65 and 75. Something has gone wrong with that. There have been some push-ups, but they are all done in the wrong way. I think a lot of people think it's a very stable currency because it's stuck, right? That is the plain truth regarding XRP. Shall we initiate a coup d'etat? Oh, absolutely not. Is a brawl. Likely to break out over this? Does XRP have any kind of legal status? When it comes to the current status of the gaming market, Triumph Spurs are somewhat pessimistic. The digital currency? XRP, which is associated with Ripple Labs, saw its price rise from 50 to 60 cents after the August 7th court ruling due to both current events and market settlement. The deadline for the decision on whether or not the secretary would appeal this case is August 8th. With a $15 million check on the way, I don't see any need to appeal. I'll just move on. Future catalysts and possible price increases are also covered. Bitcoin must be seen since it is certain to be the situation's spark. Rise once you've broken free. In such case, XRP will be slightly pushed along, but you will be able to tell when XRP moves since it will move when the time comes. Since it's a violent motion, you're probably curious as to why. A highly favored strategy. I agree, it is noteworthy. This kind of move has never been witnessed by you before. I can't stress how easy it is. This follows, and it all adds up to support the narrative and refute the claims that banks will not use XRP or work with Ripple. On the contrary, they will merely grow. On paper, their blockchain system seems great. On the other hand, when progress is accomplished and the world advances, it is usually because an issue is resolved. A bank would not use another bank's currency if it wished to transfer funds internationally and issue its own currency. When compared to other financial institutions, how will it fare? Since other banks will not be keeping these funds, a bridge asset is still necessary. The money from Bank of America will not be held by JP Morgan. I know this to be the best example because both of these institutions are located in the United States. This one, huh? Money from JP Morgan will not be held by the Bank of Canada. JP Morgan declined to hold the money belonging to the Bank of Canada. However, businesses can avoid this problem and facilitate interbank transactions by minting their own digital currency. Everything will turn out this way. They will need a bridge asset to move that money across borders. Here is a list of banks that meet the criteria. We had 2 banks yesterday even. If it's hard to notice, so we'll just bring this bad guy up. Include the bank ID in the docs.ripple.com user interface and payment directors. Here is what we have. I have spent a lot of time discussing China and the people there, as well as the American Express partnership and their plans to construct the first bridge to China, a very important bridge, and the folks at the Bank of China. The tweet is also examined. This used to just show the Philippines, which is located here before bank IDs from China and Hong Kong were included. These 2 additions are really noteworthy, folks. It is obvious that Kong is scrutinizing JP Morgan more closely. In other words, I want to know what you all think. This is implemented to facilitate batch payments. If Ripple is anything like a word to the wise, this information is already out in the open, so we should be fine. We may be able to boost morale by listing multiple banks and including Hong Kong and China. No, there is a greater purpose behind their addition. The wider picture is being considered. How big of a play is this? This is a really crucial inquiry. None of us does, therefore I have no idea. Just wait for it to happen. We learned that JP Morgan was working with Ripple's partner in this scenario. Assuming everything is proceeding according to plan, this will explode soon. Whether they go back to Ripple on the XRP ledger is something to be decided at a later date. I would rather not stress and would rather wait until later. This year we hit the 75C mark, and it would be great if all of these announcements, press reports, and on-demand liquidity partners could be centralized. If the ETF can propel this asset to XRP